Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names.
Yeah.
But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Poor thing.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture.
So
Manfred,
cute.
whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
Oh. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Natalie and you might hear some background noises. My dog is cleaning off my breakfast plate. So in the last episode we made a choice and I don't feel like that's the right choice for my rook, so I reloaded. We are not committing to a relationship with Lucanus. I don't feel like there's any spark between them, I'm sorry.
No wonder you're so expensive.
Cooking is just a hobby. Sometimes it's good to do something that isn't work. Rook,
Yeah?
thank you for giving me this contract.
No problem. Because the thing is, I feel like we can make someone... I know what it said in the story, in the little thing we got afterwards, like that Rook is the only person who can... That's very cute. But you know, who makes it unbearable. But I feel like that's not necessarily on a romantic level. The same with Astarion in Baldur's Gate. I feel like both of them got through both of them with PTSD and they are not ready for a relationship, which is fine. Not with the level of communication or what Rook wants. Yeah, so great. There was something else under this before, there isn't now, because we're not committing to him. Which is fine. I'm going to make someone special for Lucanus. Another Rook when I'm going to play in my own free time. What we are going to do is commit to someone else. We can't always bring the same people. I don't want to bring her. I don't like her. But we do have to level her up still. It's just a personal quest anyway. But I kept thinking about it after I made that choice. And I was like, this is not the Rook for him. This Rook is more, I don't want to say more grown up, but more emotionally evolved. And there might be some disconnect between Lucanus and her. Just because of how he was raised and stuff like that. It's not his fault. But I think she's a better friend. Thank you. He's destroying something. Something that he can destroy. But you know. I feel like for this Rook, Emmrich fits better. Works better. I was really looking forward to romancing Lucanus, but there is almost nothing. Like the review said, and you know, I think we could do something else, and that's what we're doing. I feel like there's just some real chemistry between her and Emmrich. Fighting! I saw them first, sweethearts, but thank you for trying. And Lucanus doesn't mind. I honestly don't think he had any feelings for her yet. I felt like it was kind of strange that it was their committing scene. Because he doesn't give any indication that there is anything for him that suggests romantic interest. Except for that really strange scene where all of a sudden... Yeah, I get that, I can do that, I just don't want to do it, game. We need a wisp for that, by the way. But yeah, this is a more grown-up rook. Again, not more grown-up than... He is 35 or something. He was in his mid-30s. I'm not saying that he is childish. I'm just saying... I don't think these two belong together. Someone I would pair him with is another crow that you can make. I think that I should do that. And I'm trying to give him his own little relationship. There are probably going to be enemies here again. Yes, there are always enemies. Oh, I don't have a problem.
Fantastic rope.
Thank you. Maybe he can be together with Nap now. You know, and that's more than fun. I'm glad that they can fight, even if it's not going to be a lasting thing. Then still happy for you that he does find love. And I hope that we can have him working together with Spite. I really want to have some more Spite stuff. Yeah, you two can attack others, you know? You don't have to wait for me. But that also means that we now have the commit scene. Ooh, the commit scene for Emmrich. If we want that. But we do want that. We do want that. We do want that a lot. Manfred is already waiting. There we go. I hope that this is going to be a... I feel like he is the only... Yeah, him and Devrin. Yeah, the other ones I didn't really try, of course. But him and Devrin really show interest. Great miss.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names.
Yeah.
But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Poor thing.
That must have been frustrating.
He knows he's not supposed to play in the horticulture.
So
Manfred,
cute.
whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
Oh.
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
No, I don't.
Lich. That's old Tuvine for corpse, isn't it?
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness.
No.
The idea fascinated me when I was younger.
No.
For years, I researched and experimented,
No.
spoke with spirits and mages.
No.
Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
Who? The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis.
No.
Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
I'm getting flashbacks to a certain wizard of Waterdeep who wanted to ascend to godhood because he was afraid he wasn't enough. This man wants to become a lich because he is afraid of death. I have a type, I'm afraid.
Not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Hold on. If you become a lich, then all this flirting we've been doing...
I should hate to lose your company while I'm still mortal.
What would you being a lich be like?
A vast leap. Flesh cast aside for bone, returned immortal for all time.
It is fair that he's bringing it up, though. He's very grown up about it to talk about it.
And you'd be a powerful undead mage with secrets beyond mortal understanding?
A cherished desire.
That's perfect.
Oh, I'd inform you before making any decisions to... questions of lichdom are...
He's taking this very seriously between us two. I mean,
Lichdom is an
that he brings this up
incredible
to talk through
immortality,
and discuss.
prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years.
I have an opinion
But
about it, but
there are considerations.
okay.
Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Goodbye, Manfred.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Oh, sorry, I already took it.
Emmrich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
Oh, no.
The Order must keep some secrets.
Do you want to talk about the flowers first?
Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me.
Okay.
Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back.
Like what?
There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
Oh, no. Okay, if you... I don't want to support you in that, but I want to be a supportive person.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? And it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkas? She's a lich?
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom.
Then we are not going to
Why
help
don't
you.
you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkas was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What is this? Oh, I have to pick everything.
What
Oh, I
about
thought I had
the
to choose.
sifting of a soul that Hezenkas avoided?
The spirits of the Necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the...
For a Watcher, Hezenkas is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care or simple attempt to understand.
Mm-hmm. Didn't mean to cut him off before. Oh yeah.
For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
That's fair.
Of course.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Okay. Whatever it is. I am going to pick up some loot though. Oh, are these your parents?
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
Okay.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Valkarin.
Whoa.
They walk eternity hand in hand.
This is a big thing for him, I think.
After I became a Watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well,
oops.
Don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
This is her second date and he's showing me his parents.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course. The choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I know what I'm... Ooh, this is it.
Happy with someone who cares for you.
Oh, look at that man, look at me! This is so much better than Lucanus' romance. Nothing against Lucanus himself.
Kiss. I've always loved the legend around this flower. They say it grows on lovers' graves, and that one moves closer to the fade simply by inhaling its fragrance.
You're looking up too high. I'm a dwarf.
Is that true?
It is when I will it, my dear.
I shouldn't be as tall as I am now.
What else?
Am I standing on something? He missed.
What
he kissed my
day
nose.
Of unexpected splendor.
Oh. He really knows what he wants. Oh, this is beautiful. He really knows what he wants, though. Like, this is what I like. With Lucanus, it was... And understandably so, with his whole story arc, right? But it didn't feel like there was anything romantic from his side. And now with Emmrich has been... When he finally picks up that I was flirting with him, that man is going all in. Like, I feel like he is wooing me instead of me wooing him. Emmrich reflected on his desire for lichdom and the dangers he'd faced becoming a lich. Lich? Or I didn't listen carefully enough. Sorry. I'm just going to call it lich. While gathering flowers in the Grand Necropolis, after placing a bouquet on his parents' grave and wandering elsewhere in the gardens, the senior necromancer was delighted to find himself embarking on a new romance. I'm happy for us. No, we're not going to walk on our own again. Yeah, I just want to say I want that.
What do we have here?
Frost blown dark before the dawn, sightless gulf of endless sleep, no sound murmurs through the mind, nothing turns within the deep.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
He just wants to spend more time with my rook, that's what he's actually trying to say.
Allow me.
Death's new bounty blooms awake, wrapped in silk of morning sighs. Golden is your newfound birth, flame eternal in your eyes.
Let's try this again.
Okay, that was wrong then. Oh, I first needed to go to that one, I think. Ookie, bookies.
Right away.
Yeah, I have no idea where you went, Baba.
Straight away.
Fire on the sands above stirs the breath that paints the sky. Insects flock in golden folds, shepherds wake, and red hawks cry. Okay, we are going in that general direction.
Certainly.
Laughing youths in noonday shade, clasp the harvest hand in hand, find the shrouded lover's kiss, pluck the lily from the land.
Hezenkos. I've seen the type. Dangerous and damn slippery about it.
You're right. She held such promise. I only wish, but wishing for the alternative, you'd find that naive.
Can't say it changes things. Can't change that you were friends once, either.
Teddy,
For that,
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nev.
Rises now the evening star, count away to hail desire, feel the old year's clutching toll, mark the banking of the fire. It's good to I think there's only one left. We've already read that one.
That opened up something.
And now I have to figure out what it opened. This is where we had our first kisses. Because that man didn't just go in for the first kiss. No, 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 no. He went in for all the kisses after. What did it open? Oh. Thank you, Rick.
And what? Someone's left flowers here.
Still don't know what opened up.
Just a casual inquiry.
Okay.
Mother? Haven't seen you for... Won't forget. By the fireplace. You too. Love you.
Thank you, I guess.
That door over by those vases. Was that here last time?
Nope.
Someone must want our attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have to find more.
There's that wisp again.
Oh, hello.
Could be trying to be helpful. The wisps in my room think they are.
That's cute.
There we go.
I also wonder what opened up with the other puzzle that we did.
Someone left some games here.
Johanna always tried to convince me to play games like these with her when we were students. Her favorite one had 3 separate rulebooks, just as many rulers, and hundreds of minuscule figurines.
D&D? What is it called now? Entwined Souls, and he's level 8. Ah! I love my boy. I wonder if he has a little diary and said something about it. About our relationship. Library. Failed Licton. I can't stop imagining Johanna's attempt at Licton. The incantations, the preparations, the final blow. Then to accomplish nearly everything, all alone, yet still fail. How she'll chafe at her inability to learn new magic. Is fixing this part of whatever she's planning. What would have happened if we'd stayed friends? Would I have supported Johanna's renegade bid for immortality outside her oaths? Even joined her? In the deep hours of the night, I fear my answers. A watcher's duty. It's little known outside Navarro that while the term mortilatasi has come to refer to every necromancer from our kingdom, we join different circles and orders within it. And nothing about me. Of course, Emmrich wants to talk, and Lucanus and Devrin have a little scene. Let's do that first, and then I think we're going to have a little romantic scene with Emmrich. Hopefully. Or it's more about his story, of course. I think the writing for Lucanus is just very weak.
I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in
Seriously?
one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside. The eyes of a village.
They sound
try
drunk.
fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus then?
Don't mind if I take a
They
photo.
don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
That was the
joining
first time
us
where I
then?
felt like there was some
Fine.
interest.
I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda.
That was-
Bronto.
That was the first time that he... Because also that kissing scene with him that failed, that felt like it came out of fucking nowhere. Dudes!
Rook, darling, I was thinking of spending an evening with just the two of us.
I
He
thought
called
that-
me darling!
Wonderful. I've made all the arrangements at the necropolis. We'll leave whenever you're ready.
He called me darling! He calls me darling. I like that. We're definitely doing that first. Oh, you just made my year. No one else needs to come. But oh, that would be rude. Laura can come. Emmrich was the only one who was given those small moments with Rook a little bit more. Like where you can see the attraction building. I get that Lucanus is a slow burn, but I feel like until that mission we did, the Inner Demons one, he isn't open to any romance. But apparently he does do it with Nev. Not in my playthrough, but he can. He wants a little romantic dinner. But I'm going to eat my chippies while we do that. The skulls, of course.
How did you find everything?
Best meal I've had in a graveyard.
One advantage of being senior staff is requisitioning the kitchen's better cooks.
You did that just for me?
I'd hope the evening
For
might
us.
impress. The amount of work on you worries me, Rook. Responsibility exacts a toll on the body.
Oh,
I have been more tired lately.
More so than you might even realize. I do ask that you at least avoid putting pressure on that stiff left wrist.
he
It's a
noticed.
little stiff. Impressed you spotted it.
Well, I am familiar with the finer points of anatomy.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
It's good we made time for this. A couple should get to know one another in comfort.
We're a
Time to dig
couple.
into our feelings?
I'd be delighted if the mood moves you.
No thanks.
Okay, so, Emmrich, I wanted to tell you something. You're my first anything. I've never been with anyone romantically.
Oh,
We
sure.
can move slowly. And I'm glad you chose me.
Oh,
been good
look at that
so
man being
far.
in love.
Oh, excellent.
Devastating charm aside, what do you like about me?
Apart from the compliment of your interest,
Come on.
Oh, sweetie.
darling, it's gratifying a fresh-faced adventurer noticed me at all. And your spirit does charm, but there's also something quite indomitable about you, Rook. It inspires.
Aw, thanks.
So, to him, this is not just a mere crush, right? That man is in it.
What's your favorite color?
Well, can I only choose one?
Let me guess.
No.
Black? Green? Yellow, but like a bone yellow?
Lilac.
Of course you went to a
Nice.
flower.
It's such a pretty shade of purple. It brings thoughts of spring.
Lilac
And
is my
what's your
favorite smell.
shade of color?
It's white.
White's not a color.
Fine. It's my favorite non-color. White like fresh snow, or lilies, or the moon.
Well, the imagery is lovely.
Anyway, should we enjoy the garden?
Certainly. They're wondering what we're up to. Wisps are ever attracted to the gardens.
Like you?
The Fade is close here. As are spirits I count as guides and friends. Beyond that,
Oh, I want to
I
take a
feel
picture.
there
I
are
was too late.
mysteries past our comprehension. Something beyond the weft of
I can do it
magic
later.
or deepest fade. When I'm fortunate, I spy suggestions of them here.
You're so philosophical around flowers.
It's the purpose of the gardens, to lift our thoughts to something higher and finer than we are.
Like that.
Sometimes, my dear, I think you indulge me.
When I'm in the mood.
Oh my gosh. He's ooh. The thing meant with two wisps, like it's almost like his parents are watching over us, you know? Maybe that's not what they meant with that, but like it's two wisps. And of course he had two parents. This was very romantic. He's an all-in kind of guy. I like that. But this is what I mean. With Lucanus afterwards, I felt like nothing was really happening.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something. Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
I won't let these people get crushed. If Lavendel needs help, they've got a shadow dragon on their side.
what is it you say to each other? Bring the light? We could use some.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
I have a feeling he's right.
Fine. I'm great, the plan's great. Let's hope we don't die.
You are.
Pragmatic, like
is, and agreed.
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
I'm on it. We can do this.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Okay.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
Okay, there's one close on our right. But they're all sort of close. Oh, there you are.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell
I
Evka
do.
I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
Okay. I feel like this is not really a thing for Rook to do, but that's okay.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
Not on our watch.
We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
You didn't really take the dragons, though, did you? And then we're going to have to fight off Darkspawn? Or are we just going to know that it happened story-wise?
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is good. Whatever happens, we won't lose the village.
That's right. Tell Evka we're ready.
Okay.
We should get back to Evka.
I hope this is not just a walking around checking things quest. Because that would be a tad boring.
Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
4?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
No, you.
They need backup at the glade.
We can't let them break through to the village.
I am running, you
Only
know?
place with life left in it.
And this Shadow Dragon made a promise. We keep people safe.
I feel like I am here. Okay. No problem.
Not off the hook yet.
That goes to you.
Yep.
Not at the range. Watch it. I've got the We're not done yet.
No, I get that. And in a little bit they're going to come from all sides, aren't... Oh, here! Sorry! I thought it was somewhere else now.
They're down. But there's more fight left out there.
Yep.
All right, be ready for the next call. We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there. Or head to the farmlands.
The farmlands is the... Oh no, they're both showing up. I'm running. I don't see anyone else out here fighting, but that's okay. Okay, enemies. The thing is it just not showing up? Oh, there we are.
Good. I'm all warmed up.
Woo. Nicely done. Antoine and Efka.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share. Antoine.
What is it?
What does he hear?
Evil.
Is it an echo?
Strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
At least this part
He's
of
right.
the day.
Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
Maybe you have to be a bit more worried about your husband hearing voices that aren't there. Just a quick hint thrown in there. But who am I? This is Rook's first relationship, apparently, so... Let's meet up with Devrin, because he wanted a little quest of his own into the Gloomberg thingamabob.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
You're welcome.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
Yes, we did.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
If we're giving Evka credit, then I won't argue.
Fine. Credit taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject...
Right. Antoine, you sensed something strange. What was it?
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark.
Yeah, the echo.
It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
I told you we should have taken care of that.
We don't know yet.
Maybe someone should look into that, just a thought.
Likely nothing good.
Antoine, are you okay?
What? Yes, of course. I'm fine.
I don't think you shouldn't listen to the echo.
What the new song means and where it leads.
No.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, but yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
I don't think he's going to make it out this game alive. Because we know what happened. They said, the villagers said, when we had that echo quest, they said, if you listen to the echo, it all goes wrong. You're not supposed to listen. And he's constantly listening to it. So I think our happy couple is going to be broken up, and I don't like that. Yeah, I think this just further boosts my theory that we need to be level 7. Because then it shows the hands, so now they're loyal. We are very close to you. Oh, at least everyone is level 7 almost, and we have Nev with us.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers
No
I
problem.
put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this. This is Davrin and Rook. You can trust them.
What's your name?
It's okay. We're here to help.
Nothing to be afraid of.
My name's Valya. When I heard about Weishaupt, what happened... I once trained to be a Grey Warden, but I left before the joining.
It's not for everyone.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the griffin eggs before they hatched.
I've got about 1,000,000 questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
But that's all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the Fourth Blight.
What?
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time.
Oh.
She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
It's criminal, though.
Why would they do that?
In her diary, Isaiah said the blight was going badly. The wardens couldn't win.
So you affect
They
yourself with
turned
it.
to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Isaiah didn't want to do it. But orders were orders. It won the war.
No, sorry.
But
You have
then-
principles too.
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
Deservedly.
So then the first warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's why they're extinct.
That goes against everything wardens are supposed to stand for.
In her diary, Isaiah said she couldn't forgive herself. As
Deservedly.
penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Her last entry said she left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hassan?
No.
I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
Careful, he's a shameless flirt.
That's because he's such a pretty boy, isn't he?
Yes,
I
he
remember
is.
feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
So you're the reason Davron's been hunting mushrooms instead of monsters.
Anything for the prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
There should be.
Be nice.
Griffins give the wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
Oh, he's such a good little boy. Look at him.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
With all 3 men that you can romance, you kind of get a pet with it. With Lucanus you get Spite, with Emmrich you get Mon-Fri, and with Davrin you get a son. It's kind of adorable how they are basic, well, Emmrich and Davrin are like the dads of the group. And Lucanus is the one, is the parent who didn't want to be a parent, but hey, someone got pregnant and now they're a parent, so now they are forced to deal with it. Ooh, the Arlefen. Before we do that, we stop here in the Fade. Hey, Davrin.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take Hassan to the woods in Arlethan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
He still likes taking time with me. And I also feel like it's very clear that they're growing their... That's also in Arlefen. I don't really want to go to Arlefen then yet. Slaying the Fang Scorcher. That's also in Arlefen. Okay, let's actually go to Dogtown then. Also because of how close we are. There we are. Where was I with my train of thought? I can't remember. But at least I feel the fail jumpers are going to get a huge boost. With all the quests that we still have to do in that region. All of the quests, it's not that many, but we're going to help them out a big deal, and they were almost across the first rank, I feel like. Maybe? But I also feel like I'm still this far away from at least getting all the factions up to 3rd rank. And I feel like we're already so far in the story, like I should be somewhere else. Did we get a letter? Daunting, but if we're tangled, at least we're tangled together. Yeah, that is true. I'm not sure if that makes it better, but let's see where we have to be close to. And those the Black Emporium we shouldn't forget about. And at one point before we get to the point of no return, we should go after all the quests and the altars, because apparently we only figured it out in the last episode how these are actually supposed to work. And then we're going to see if we have unlocked everything that we wanted to unlock in every region, and we'll do that before the point of no return. I'm not sure what the point of no return is in this act. And for me it also feels like the replayability of this game, for me personally, isn't that high. Like with Baldur's Gate, it really feels like you have to make so many choices in dialogue and stuff. It really feels like you're making a difference in the world, and here it doesn't feel like that. Like you're just kind of a character and there is a set story you have to follow. Sometimes something makes a small difference but nothing impactful. Like even with Mon-Wed-Fri and Tue-Thu, the choice who you're going to save, like it's not your fault that you have to make the decision. And yet you are blamed for it harshly. Understandably to a degree, but still... Like, I would say... Maybe... Like, Rook did send several people to Mon-Wed-Fri when we went for Tue-Thu. What they could have done is... You have to assemble apart from yourself, like you choose where you go. But then the team you have to assemble who goes where. And if you do that well, then they are not going to be as angry and they are not going to be as unsuccessful. Like maybe it's the game trying to teach you...
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia.
To make good
She's
combos.
loose in Docktown. And we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Aelia's Venatori are at war. That might slow Aelia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the Threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Aelia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
You're worried about her.
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
Docktown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Aelia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Aelia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Aelia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours. No catch.
We're local. We know that's a lie. Just give me a catch I can live with.
Have I mentioned I like you? Bring this one around more often, Nev.
This is war. We find Aelia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To a better Docktown. And doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
To home. Indeed. There's a lot going on in Docktown. A lot. Now I can see why it had such a difficulty protecting itself, because you had the Shadow Dragons, you have the Threads, and then whatever Nev was working for. And I feel like they were also scattered. Everything is so splintered in Mon-Wed-Fri that if they had been working together from the start, they could have made it, I feel like, to a certain degree. Maybe not killed the dragon, but at least scared it off. But what happened in Tue-Thu, like, Tue-Thu was more bonded, but they didn't have the manpower. Mon-Wed-Fri had the manpower, but they were scattered. That's the thing. And I don't think we could have helped, to be quite frank.
The voices again.
But surely the knowledge you gained.
My champions offered themselves willingly. More works of precision laid low before finding their full potential.
You will have new subjects in recompense. Whatever you wish.
Rook's Necromancer. An excellent subject to test how long one could go back and forth between life and death.
You are not touching Emmrich. No.
Inspired. Consider it done.
No. Nothing happens to Emmrich.
We're taking these bastards down before they ever get the chance.
Agreed. What were they thinking? They think they can touch my Emmrich? No, 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 no. That's not how this works. Anger therapy is what we need.
To other shores.
Yes, we do. Have we been on this particular ship before? I feel like we haven't gone to the left yet. Maybe we have. Yeah, we have, because otherwise it would have unlocked.
I got a letter from Maevaris. She asked how you were doing after your talk.
Oh, we've already had this conversation.
Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Good conversation.
Get ready. Too bad.
I don't see you two pulling your weight. Oh yeah, we have definitely been here. Yes, 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 yes. We could fast travel. I kind of just want to walk. Let's get the two who've shown a clear interest in each other back together. Maybe it will help them. Underfeld, Isana Nagat. I still feel like a Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit type
The missing
game.
dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
Got your back.
Nothing is ever timed in this game, so we might as well.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction.
But a Lord of the Rings type game with romance and not established characters but new ones. No open world like this with some quests, more open than oh you have to go here, now you have to go here, now more like Baldur's Gate than this. I want my choices to matter more. Yeah. A stone sign with directions left by the Culture Rock dwarves to mark an entrance into the deep roads.
Through here. Let's go.
Fight area. No? Okay.
I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
Okay. You do that, babes. I'm a dwarf. I need gold. I'm sorry, where were you? Oh, down here, of course. No? Yeah. I thought you were doing stuff.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
It doesn't lead up. Dwarves are usually below ground. Oh, hello.
Undead? Why are there undead things here?
Because it's on the ground. They're usually on the ground, aren't they? Are there more? No?
Looks dwarven.
What are you doing?
It might belong to one of the missing Kalsharok dwarves. Come on, let's try to find a way forward.
Yeah, okay, come on then.
We should head
What do you
this
think
way.
you had to do?
Harding, if you please.
Hello.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there.
That's problematic. Okay, what do you want me to do with it? You couldn't have opened it yourself? Ooh, good luck with that. Are you okay? Well, I see.
We've got you.
Oh, you look like me.
It's you.
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Storgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The
We
last
saw
thing
that
I
too.
saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your
She's a
question?
dwarf.
Right now?
Yes.
That dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Who puts someone in a rock? That's monstrous.
I don't think it's about cruelty. They call us the Children of the Stone, after all.
Still
keep going.
unmoving.
I sense someone else close by.
I don't like Harding.
Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
I'm sorry, I did most of the work. If I don't tell her to do something, she's not doing it.
Stay here. You'll be safe. Come on.
I don't like
I know
her.
there's more missing.
If you want to do it on your own, you can. You're quite arrogant.
Looks like old mining stuff.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we can't get there. Would love to be able to get there.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was dragged off.
We have to find them.
No shit, surely. Yeah. It should have been a routine patrol, but then some of us started hearing things and seeing things. I think there's something down here with us. Okay, so there's another way up. There wasn't a way to the right here, though, no. feel like we have to get on top of here. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Great. But that doesn't work. It does work. Up to a certain degree. I am a game. We probably don't need all of this, but still. No, all the extra stuff is mighty appreciated. Hello. Paragon Silent Gaze. Oh wait, was that better? That was better. Didn't read the text below it. Probably should have. Yeah, come on. I heard that horn. At least something is alive down here.
There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
And now, demons? Demons. Some's got them riled up.
Demons are everywhere in this world, to be quite honest. Sadistic envy. Very specific. Did I not? Okay, thank you.
I thought I'd die in there. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hopefully. Yeah, you're up there. I don't know how to get up to you just yet. Don't we have something else for that too? I love using it, but... oh, it doesn't really matter. That show almost made me feel like you were attacking me.
We need to go up.
I already
Let's look
did.
for a way to get there.
I really don't like you hurting. I even like Neff now. That's saying something.
Look, there's a way through here.
No shit. I have hopes for where this leads. Yeah, it does. No, it didn't. At least it's something else. Yes, it did. Whoa. Okay, now it works. I was kind of hoping that we could just jump back up, but I have a feeling that that's not going to be the case. I'm delusional, yes. You barely fit.
Someone else is close by. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I've already found them. Yeah, you're finally here? Thank you.
You're safe now.
Harding? What's happening?
It means we're on the right track.
Yep.
Stay here. You'll be safe.
Yes. She's the only one I don't like in this game. Doesn't mean that I want the worst for her. But I wouldn't be angry if she died at the end of the game. I don't wish death upon her. But if there is a choice to make, I'm not going to choose her to live. The tunnels are shifting. If you find this, turn back. Do not follow Veilguard. Well, that was a clear warning that we're not going to do anything with. Because we are the heroes, so we feel like we can do anything.
Blocked. Harding, can you...
Thank you.
Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
I really don't like her.
Worry about that later. Demon's coming.
Well, you can do that? Well, I can do that too. What about you finally do something, Harding?
I think that's Veilguard.
Well, then you free him. Why should you wait for me? Just do it. You feel like you're the hero, do it then. Ugh, I don't like her. I'm sorry. Hey, drunken lad, do you need an arm?
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We know it's a trap.
You still came. You fools. You magnificent fools.
What happened?
Thank you.
The memory is clouded.
I like
recall a
Darling
cry
better
in the
though.
shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Did you recognize the voice? Who was it?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's
That's
after
rude.
me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest.
She's so
handle it.
condescending. She's
Farther
really
in.
arrogant now that she's
That's
got
where
this
the Titan's
power.
heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
You seem far too relaxed for someone about to face something that wants to eat you.
I'm terrified. Don't tell the others.
I heard nothing.
I'm ready.
I still don't like her. She's got a little bit too big of an head. This is not dwarven jealousy, by the way. It's just I don't like her.
Usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Well, great. Love that for me.
Crystal veins. It's badass.
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go.
Well, I kind of hope you get consumed. It's not going to be your best ending. Hello?
What? I don't understand.
It's mocking you.
Looks like you. All right. Everyone breathe. We can handle this.
Look at me!
Can we?
Don't you remember?
No. Good luck with that, bye.
Broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left.
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out.
I couldn't bear it.
Oh, because she's always trying to be nice to everybody?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is so lame, come on. If this had been built up better...
Us. Vengeance is all we have.
This wasn't built up well, like... I don't feel like she went through the emotional development to understand that she's being too kind to others and has to let herself feel everything.
Down, or worse. We have to get to her.
Yep. No, don't walk off a cliff. Nicely done, if I do say so myself.
This has to stop. You'll kill us all.
Don't you understand what they
Oh.
did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still. Why should they thrive while we lie, broken and forgotten?
I really don't like Harding. Please redeem yourself some way. Rook is really going through it with all of these people.
I told you to run!
We don't leave people behind.
I remember all of it. Everything the Avengers did to the Titans. And now the world will remember.
You're lace Harding! You're more than this rage! You believe that the world is beautiful! That people are good! Hold on to it! Hold on to who you are!
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you.
Hey Ted. Are we done with little barks? Eh? I'm so done with you, honestly. You can reflect in a corner.
That was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yeah, I am, and I'm ready to leave you behind.
Let's get you home.
Every time I take her on a quest, I regret it. I just don't like her. I don't know especially what it is about her. I just think she's a little bit too arrogant for me, and a little... I don't know, it's not self-evolved, but she's so very like, oh, I don't like her.
Stalgard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
Yep, absolutely. Anyway...
You're trying to figure out how to ask me how I am. Something breezy, but not too flippant.
Yep.
Wow. Good words are so hard.
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans.
You almost did.
I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How
without
could I
me.
lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
They almost took over.
I know this was hard for you. Learning all that, feeling all that. I'm sorry.
Yes, but I wasn't alone. Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
Thank you, that's all I was asking for. Crisis, woman. Huh. The heart of the Titan. Harding returned to the deep roads to rescue innocent wolves who had fallen prey to a shade from the stone. Confronting the shade, Harding learned that it was born of her own misplaced rage at the fate of her Titan ancestors. Acceptance of the truth and her own shadow self is I don't completely agree with that though, because that thing was definitely trying to take over at the end there. Anyone wants to talk? Nev wants to talk.
Supper in Docktown?
You're actually taking a break?
I've got leads to chase on Aelia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Aww.
Sure. Count me in.
Such a big person for letting me back in after she felt like I had betrayed her. There is something I want to do here. And that is go to the Wisp. What is that little feeder? I have no idea. That little V. Has it always been done? I don't think so.